Pokémon Gold and Silver and Crystal. Direct sequels to the original Red, Blue, and I guess Green. You know, those massively popular, groundbreaking, trend-setting games. So, as you can imagine, they had some big shoes to fill, and oh boy did they deliver. Not only did they introduce a whole new world to explore, 100 new Pokémon to catch, eggs, the mobile phone... Go away! They also featured the most groundbreaking technology of them all.
Colour.
Okay, these days it may not seem amazing, but back then it was mind-blowing. I remember looking at the back of the box and thinking, holy bejesus, what is this divine technology? To be honest, I was like 3 years old when Gold and Silver came out, so it probably didn't go down exactly like that, but you get the idea. It was a pretty big deal. I mean, just look at it. Look at this grass, look at those roofs, look at that black. So it's no surprise that this quickly became my favourite entry in the series. Like, of course it was no surprise, I had a choice between Pokemon or better Pokemon. And I don't know about you, but I'd pick Feraligatr over Blastoise any day. I just had a blast exploring this new world. The original Pokemon had a kind of formality to it. Town route, forest route, town route, cave route, town route, boat, you get the idea. That's not to say there weren't areas unrelated to the story, but they were mostly just places to hide legendary birds. In Gold and Silver and the other one, I feel the developers explored a lot more with the idea of world building. No longer is each city just a place to fight another gym leader. Instead, they all feel like their own area of the country, each with backstory, folktales, and of course, just random landmarks. Take Dark Cave for instance. What was its purpose? Didn't have a purpose. It was just there. It had some black glasses. It's pretty cool. As a kid, I thought Dark Cave was the coolest thing in video game history. The fact that there was this unexplorable cave so early in the game fascinated me, because technically it was explorable. But I was way too scared to do so, especially without knowing where I was going. So I moved on with the story, but Dark Cave stuck with me. I knew that someday I'd be powerful enough to explore it, and then I'd uncover its secrets. It was the same with the Union Cave. Every Friday you can hear Pokemon roars from deep inside the cave. What? Do I dare go looking for this Pokemon? What Pokemon could he possibly be talking about? It was mysteries like this that made Gold and Silver so interesting to play, and I absolutely adored it. However, there was one mystery that stood out from the rest. One mystery that fascinated me more than any other and has had me baffled until very recently, and that is...
the mystery of the ruins of Alph.
Yeah, we finally got to the namesake of the video. You can stop listening to me ramble about caves now, guys. Actually, the ruins of Alph is almost nothing but caves, so if you don't like me talking about caves, then... So, the ruins of Alph. It didn't really have much purpose, it was just kind of there next to Violet City, and who's Alph supposed to be? Most of you probably remember it as the bit with the tile puzzle. Yeah, so when you first get here, you have a choice of 2 caves. One has a puzzle in it, and the other has absolutely nothing. Just corridors and corridors of nothing except this one statue that's repeated over and 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 over. This tomb, for lack of a better word, became a bit of an obsession for me. I spent years wondering what could possibly be the significance of this place, and eventually, well, it turned out I'd been doing the puzzle wrong. Yeah, if you're not special needs like me, and you do the puzzle correctly, then this will happen. There is a strange presence here. This is your reward for completing that oh so difficult puzzle. You get sent to that other cave I was talking about earlier, but wait, there's something alive in here now. It's a letter. Wait, a letter? What kind of Pokemon is that? Okay, to be fair, it's better than a set of keys, or an ice cream, or whatever, but I'm surprised I just accepted this when I was a kid. I guess I was 3 though, I doubt I even realised they were letters. But yeah, completing the puzzle fills the chamber with unknown. So what do you do in this situation? You leave and continue with the game because who'd want this pathetically weak Pokemon? But let's assume for a minute you're actually a try-hard completionist. Of course, you've got to catch one for your Pokédex, right? So you do. And then maybe you find another that's a different shape, so you catch that. And then you catch another. And then you get bored, so you leave. But wait, a researcher approaches. That's a Pokédex, isn't it? May I see it? There are so many kinds of Pokémon. What's this? What is this Pokémon? It looks like the strange writing on the walls of the ruins. If those drawings are really Pokémon, there should be many more. And then he upgrades your Pokédex to an unknown dex. Suddenly, you have a goal, you have a mission. What at one point just seemed like a fun puzzle game has now become something a lot bigger. What happens when you complete the dex? What rewards could be waiting for you once you do so? You don't know, but you do know it's your job to catch every single unknown, both known and unknown to man. So that's what you do, and you find 11. Apparently there's only 11 unknown. But wait, using the power of the brain, we can figure out that surely there'd be 26, right? They all look like letters, and there's 26 letters. But if that's the case, then why are there only 11? At this point, the average player would get stuck and give up. But then again, the average player wouldn't be wasting their life catching unknown. You, though, are clearly of a different caliber, and so you put your puzzle-solving brain to the test. You know that the first unknown were unlocked by completing the slide puzzle, so you head back there. And it's a good thing you did, because there's something you missed the first time around. Something behind the puzzle, and it's nothing! Hold on. Okay, that's better. Now we're playing a version of the game that's not a piece of poo. Yeah, Crystal added a whole ton of stuff to the Ruins of Alph experience. A whole ton of useless stuff, but still stuff. And to be honest, I don't think the experience would be complete without it. Recently, strange cryptic patterns have appeared. It's odd, they weren't here a little while ago. Well, I guess that's as good a reason as any for these symbols not being here in gold and silver. What do they say then? Escape. I don't know about you, but I remember being extremely creeped out by this when I was young. Escape from what? Well, escape from nothing. It doesn't mean to escape, it means use your escape rope. It's a puzzle just typical of Pokemon, isn't it? Stand in a certain place and use your item. Just cut the crap and gimme the crap. And crap it sure is. A berry! Oh boy! I'm more interested in this massive hole in the floor over here, and I guess in true Pokemon fashion, the only logical option is to jump down it, right? Here we go! Oh dear! It turns out jumping down 2 stories wasn't such a great idea after all. Who would have thought? But there's no time for lazing around. We have a mystery to solve. And as the pain from your shattered thigh bones causes your vision to haze, you notice some words on the floor. Our words shall remain here for the ages. What? Whose words? The unknown's words? Alph's words? You decide not to question it for now and decide finding a hospital is your #1 priority. Looking around for an exit, you don't seem to be able to locate one, but there is another large opening in the floor. As you drag yourself over, blood seeping from your wounds, you ask yourself, what could possibly go wrong? So you may have made a discovery, but it hasn't contributed towards your quest of catching all the unknown in existence. So after a quick trip to the emergency room, you look around for more caves, and what's that over there? That's a cave? But how do I get to it? There's one of these annoying ledges blocking it, and I don't know how to climb such ledge. 251 Pokemon and not one of them knows how to climb a ledge. But anyway, it's clearly inaccessible and the only other way is blocked by water, so you'll need surf. Where do we get surf? Oh, miles away. Great, there's another cave over here, and it's got another puzzle, and it releases 7 more unknown. But we're still 8 short. Guess we might as well go see if there's another of those secret chambers, and there is. This time we have to use Flash, and then we can access the goodies inside. But most importantly, there's another message. Thus, we shall erect a Pokemon statue outside. Now, I've exhausted all my internet research skills, and I still don't know what statue it's talking about. My first thought would be the statues in the ruins, but it clearly says statue singular and outside. No, they don't fit the description, but the only other Pokemon statue I can think of is the one in Diamond and Pearl. Seems like a long shot, doesn't it? But that is until you consider there were actually Unknown in Sinnoh. And the Unknown are connected to Arceus through the Sinjoh ruins, but that's just a theory. If you know what it means, please enlighten me. But anyway, we're a bit stuck, so now we've got Surf, we might as well explore the Union Cave I mentioned earlier. Wait, what's this? I recognise this place. It's the ruins of Alph. 2 separate areas have converged into one, and now we can complete the puzzles and catch the final Unknown. Well, that's all of them. Time to collect my prize. You caught all the Unknown variations? That's a great achievement. I've set up the printer here for handling Unknown. Feel free to use it anytime. A printer? What does a printer do? Well, turns out there's an attachment called the Game Boy printer. Yep, this whole thing was just a gimmick to sell crappy hardware. But oh boy, being able to print Unknown! I'm so glad I went through all that time just to print out Unknown! Whatever, the quest is a waste of time, but the ruins of Alph is still a really interesting topic. There's a lot more here than first meets the eye, and there's a ton of stuff to find that I didn't even mention in this video. If you're a sad human being like me and love video game lore and mysteries, this will be right up your alley. So why not waste a good portion of your life researching things that don't exist? Though I never did find out who Alph was. Wait, ruins of Alph? The Unknown are shaped like letters of the alphabet? Son of a motherfucker! Hello, you! Yes, you! Thank you for watching this video. Sorry I haven't been uploading much, but I kind of got a job, and that's kind of self-explanatory. But do not worry, because I have prepared 2 more videos for you that will be released next Saturday and the Saturday after that. So, I hate to be that kind of YouTuber, but make sure you click that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when it's gonna be released. What have I become? On a further note, do you want to download the project file for this video? Well, you can, because I am relaunching my Patreon page. For $1 you can steal this video and re-upload it, or make a YouTube poop or something. But wait, that's not all, because for $2 you will be entitled to my voice. You will be able to send me a script and I will record it for you and send it back to you. All for just $2. Isn't that crazy? So come on over to my Patreon page and give me your money. Otherwise I'll just have to do my regular job, which pays significantly more. Thank you for listening to my sellout speech, and tune in next week for the next video. Maybe. Goodbye.
This meme will never die because we are in the biz.